There are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs, and we're going over both of them for the ASU Sun Devils men's basketball team in the Randy Bennett era coming up right after this.
Happy Thursday and welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show. I'm Anthony Totri, joined as always by the screamer himself, Eric Ruby. Of course, we got the Wooly Woolbrecht behind the Mac making all of the magic happen. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Emily Shortbus here in the chat, ready to talk all things Arizona State. We have a brand spanking new menu at Restaurant Day Totri and Rubis today.
Wow.
It's headlined, of course, by some Arizona State men's basketball talk, plus some hors d'oeuvres. Hold the hors d'oeuvres. When we get to the second and third course of the meal, we're going to be talking some ASU football. One went down at practice today. We heard from Kenny. We heard from Clayton Smith. And then we're going to round things out with a nice dessert snake draft. How does that all sound to you, Rubis?
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah, you made me hungry.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't.
Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
No.
Gotta go eat a sandwich.
No.
Like
What's,
a Scooby-Doo type sandwich?
what's on your dream sandwich right now?
Scooby-Doo type sandwich. Just brah, all that stuff. Brah, all of it. Brah.
Yeah. No, I respect that. I
Thank
really
you.
do.
Thank
I
you
really
for
do.
respecting my sandwich choices.
Yeah, of course.
Shout out Scooby-Doo, man.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of life lessons
Yes.
in that show.
A lot of life lessons.
What was the number one life lesson you learned from Scooby-Doo and gang?
It's always the rich person.
Yeah, it's always the rich
It's
person?
always the rich.
Wow.
It's always the rich person.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Noah, did you learn anything from Scooby-Doo back in the day?
I don't know, Reggie.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. Wasn't prepared for that one.
That was pretty bad, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? I thought, I mean, on
Raggy?
randomly, I mean, sure, guys.
Zoink, zoink, Scoob. Oh, we gotta do a podcast.
I just wanted to let that one sit. Just for
There's
just for a
nothing worse.
second.
I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than doing like a semi, like a not semi-serious, but like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna do like an impression here.
Yeah.
And like it's
Just
not even
silence.
Like, not even just like that sucked. I'd rather be like, wow, that sucked. 'Cause I
Yeah.
could be like, yeah, it sucked. But just silence. The absolute.
I just know everyone's gonna listen to that, and then there's gonna be that silence, and then they can really.
You could
sit
have
and
let it
think
sit
about
for. You could have let it. Sit
I could
for
have, but I figured you were going to break the silence quicker, so
yeah, you know me.
I needed to let it.
How could you tell?
I needed to let it go just a little bit longer.
Oh, speaking of letting go.
Yeah, time to say goodbye to Massamba Diop.
Yeah, and
Right.
Santiago Truett.
And I mean everybody else, Noam Houston.
Bryce Ford's back.
Bryce Ford is back.
Woo!
That's about it, right? That we've seen thus far.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone else other than Bryce Ford at this point in time announce that they will be returning to Arizona State. Of course, the news came down yesterday. We briefly chatted about it, that Massamba Diop would be entering the transfer portal. That news happened yesterday, and that he would be entering the portal with a do not contact tag.
Yeah.
Something we didn't really discuss yesterday, but it does appear that Massamba Diop will have a handful of suitors. And again, this is somebody, Eric, that we know is going to go get a bag in the transfer portal, regardless of where he ends up, whatever conference, ACC, Big Ten, SEC. Somebody is going to get a player just absolutely filled to the brim with potential.
Mhm.
And then on the flip side, Jop's going to get a bag.
Yeah, Jop is going to get a bag. And on the flip side, ASU loses all of that.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of I don't want to say the issue. I'm not exactly surprised. I would have been shocked if Massamba Diop came back. Now,
Yeah.
part of that is because of what you were reporting and saying at the end of the basketball season, where it was like, it's just going to be too much money,
Yeah.
right? Like ASU's not going to go out there and pay $3+ million. I mean, there are some players in the portal that are going to start demanding $5+ million.
Yeah.
Right. And I think with where ASU is at, it really sucks to hemorrhage a little bit of talent here in Massamba Diop. If he were to come back, he'd probably be one of the best players in the Big 12. I think wherever he goes, he'll be one of the best players and be one of the best centers in college basketball. And I think he has a chance to be a lottery pick next year, right? So losing that talent at Arizona State is objectively tough.
Yeah.
Right? as far as like, what do you do to go beyond this? I'm not too disappointed by it because I wasn't expecting him back. I wanted him back, but to me, there was no way that Massamba Diop came back to the Sun Devils. So it's like, I treat it as, well, he's just one and done. You know, like, oh, he went to the NBA, right? Like, that's kind of what I see it
Yeah.
as, where it's like, you were here for a year and then you left. It's like, well, I would have expected him to probably leave if it was a weaker draft anyway. I kind of thought that he could have gone to the NBA after this year. So this sucks. You know, I wish that he wouldn't have left and ASU will have a void to fill, but I'm not too concerned about it.
No. I think you bring up a good point, right? Like Massamba was always going to be a stretch to find a way to come back to Arizona State. I think the only way that he would have stayed at Arizona State is if he just loved Tempe and loved Arizona State that much, where he would have been willing to take a pretty big and sizable discount to come back. And that just, again, in today's day and age of college athletics, if you're not from the state, right? Like Massamba Diop doesn't really have any ties to the Valley here outside of playing for Arizona State. I will say, I did think that with Randy coming in a new fresh look, a fresh voice, that there would have been maybe a bigger chance for Massamba to come back and take that discount versus when Bobby was here, just based off the fact that I think a Randy Bennett system could feasibly really allow Massamba Diop to thrive as like the guy, as the driving force in Arizona State's attack in 2026. But again, understandable. You're somebody that maybe doesn't want to go through a little bit of a rebuild. You don't want to take a discount. Go make whatever you're going to make. And again, this is a guy that has the do not contact tag. He's going to end up at a big school. Duke fans have been just slobbering all over themselves in my mentions, trying to find a way to get Massamba Diop to that program. So that tells you what type of player Diop is.
Yeah.
Now the big question is how does Arizona State replace a Massamba Diop? And I think the easy answer is you probably can't.
No, you can't replace him 1-to-1, but like Short Bus in the chat says, no way to afford him plus the rest of the team. Kind of like the whole, can you afford to keep Sam? Too many holes, not enough dough. I'm not gonna follow up with the rest. I didn't read the rest of that comment. Good to have you back here, Mr. Bus.
Mr. Bus.
But the thing is, how do you replace Massamba Diop? Is you take that $3 million ish and you spread it out and you have strength in numbers, which I think that's going to be the defining characteristic of Randy Bennett's tenure here anyway, but specifically that first year is I don't know if they're going to go in and get anybody.
Make a splash.
Like going to go in and get a Massamba Diop type player.
I don't know if there's going to be another Massamba Diop type player in the portal.
Like a $2+ million player. I'd be shocked if Arizona State goes out and gets a $2+ million player. I think what they're going to rely on is try to get some talent, try to scout out in the portal, maybe get some guys for some, non-power 4 teams like we've seen some reports out there from. Bring them in, build a culture, build an identity, coach them well, and then in a year or two, put yourself in a position to go big fish hunting. Because the thing that we had with this program was the ability to get big fish. That was never the problem. Look at Massamba Diop, right? Look at Jaden Quaintance and Joe Sansan. And like Bobby Hurley was able to get high recruits, Josh Christopher, Lucas Dorr. Like these are guys that had like weight to their name, right? And we never got the results. I think what you're doing is, as a program, you're shifting from, we don't need to go get a Diop-like player, a multi-million-dollar star in the portal. It'll maybe be nice and maybe eventually one will come here, but to establish who we want to be, all we need to do is make sure that we spend that money appropriately across our entire roster, have a culture, have an identity, compete this year, and then go from there.
Yeah, and I think, again, ultimately, this is going to be a very important, offseason to see how Randy does build this roster. I think he's built a solid staff to this point in time, which is ultimately going to be a big part in why they're able to land maybe some of the players that they do, especially the ones overseas. But again, as it stands right now, the only players that I can think of off the top of my head that have announced that they're going to be coming to Arizona State for next season are J-Rob Croy,
Mr. J-Rob,
the freshman, and then Bryce Ford. So there still is pretty much an entire roster at this point in time to construct. And you did mention that there are reports out there of players taking visits to Arizona State, maybe players that Arizona State is interested in bringing in. Andrew Meadow is one of those players, a former Boise State forward who is in the transfer portal. He's set to visit Arizona State here this weekend, according to Eric Bossi. And Andrew Meadow, I mean, through 3 seasons at Boise State, this is somebody really the last 2 seasons was solid. Averaged nearly 13 points a game during that 2024-2025 season. And then most recently shot 51% from the floor, nearly 40% from 3, and averaged 12 points a game there as well. So this is probably where Arizona State is going to go in terms of maybe not as many Division I type of players or players that weren't at P4 schools, right? So I think that is going to make a big difference on just ultimately the ceiling of this team, the ceiling of the players that you're able to get.
Think about how this last roster was constructed, right?
Yeah.
You know, like Jop ended up being great, but where did you get Jop from? Division II Spanish League.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, and that was
Is it even considered Division II? Like,
it was Series B. Series B,
whatever,
the second
whatever that
league,
is.
right? Think about, Mo Odom. Like, he's not transferring from a Power 4 school.
Yeah.
Right? Truett, who is now in the transfer portal, he's leaving as well. I know people have mixed feelings about that. I thought he was...
How do you feel about it?
I thought he was a good player. I don't care that he's leaving.
Let's be real, though.
Like I don't care that he's leaving.
Yeah, I don't care that anyone's leaving except Jop.
I mean, like, I care that Jop's leaving, but, like, I
Outside of
expected
Jop,
it.
though, you don't care about anybody else leaving because everybody else on this team is replaceable.
I mean, yeah, but, like, even, like, Jop, like keeping Jop would have been great, but it would have been Jop and me and you out there. And while that would have been great content, like, we wouldn't have been able to win. Like, keeping Jop did not mean that you're going to win. It meant that you had one good player to build around, then you're going to be a bad team.
Yeah.
They can't afford to be a bad team this year. They have to be at least like a middle of the pack team.
Don't do that, short bus. I can't. I can't. I personally.
As I say, we fill the entire team with Eastern European countries with minimum 11 letters in their name so we can hear Totri pronounce them all.
You don't want that. I don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that.
The post-game show would be 2 hours long just because you're sounding it out phonetically.
Yeah, it would be rough. That would be really rough.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can say Andrew Meadow if he wants to. If he
nailed that one.
Yeah. I mean,
Nailed that
6'7", kind of looks like Shane, has goggles and grew his hair out.
I saw the picture. I didn't. Nah.
This guy screams Arizona State basketball, does he not?
He kind of
got a little bit
like
of chest
He
tat.
kind of looks like Noah Musin a little bit.
Just a little
like
bit.
Like a brunette Noah Musin.
Let's see what Noah Musin looks like comparatively to.
But like you said, I do not have a strong.
He's a leveled up version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like disheveled Noah Musin. In a good way.
Yeah.
But
as good as disheveled can be.
Yeah, kind of like you said though. Everybody on this roster, I don't say replaceable, but like that's college basketball now. Like guys are replaceable. Guys leave like in and out and in and out. Like I'm not worried about that. I will say I think it's valid for some people to be concerned about how well Randy will navigate this specific portal cycle given the health issues.
Yeah.
The fact we have not had an introductory press conference yet. The fact that there hasn't been any, transfer portal names like this guy's going to ASU, even though we don't see a lot of that right off the beginning.
Yeah, and again, portal's been open 2 days.
Right. So, and there's been links, but I believe both of the players that have been linked to Arizona State have also been linked to other schools in those reports as well. So I'm interested to see how he navigates it. He's a good coach, so I'm less worried about the talent that he brings in because we've had the talent. I'm more focused on like, what do you do with the players that are here?
Yeah.
And I do think Bryce Ford coming back is good.
It's fine.
I mean, he had an interesting season, but he's a talented player, right? You have a 4-star in J. Rob Croy. Like maybe he can be somebody that's playing. I would like one of the St. Mary's guys to follow him here in the portal. I don't know if that's
there
going
needs to be. There needs to be.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
At least one.
It'd be nice.
There needs to be at least one, right? Just based off of, again, like in terms of making it easy. You see that all the time in college athletics. A coach goes to a new school. I mean, we saw it most recently with the football portal, right? All of North Texas is at Oklahoma State now.
Yeah.
Most of Iowa State is a Nittany Lion in Penn State at this point in time, right? Because their coach left. And I get basketball is different. The sample size is different. The number of players you have on the bench is different. But for Arizona State at this point in time where your roster isn't filled out, and this isn't new, right? For people that are just now paying attention to ASU hoops because you have a new coach. Like this is something that Bobby had to deal with every single year of building a new roster, right? So this is something that you expected to happen of, hey, new coach, you're really just cleaning out the kitchen here in terms of the players that you had. But in all honesty, a number of these players probably would have left even if Bobby was if he was still here.
I mean, think about the turnover from 2 seasons ago to last season.
Yeah, I mean everybody left except
Kind
Trevor
of.
Best.
I mean, like how many guys are going to stay after you lose by 50 to Iowa State? Right? Like,
Well,
I
new
bet
coach. I don't
bet
think the
Bryce-
Iowa State loss has anything to do with it.
No, but it's just no. I'm just talking about if Bobby stayed.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. I just am not gonna put too much stock into who stays, who goes, who transfers in, because Randy Bennett has a proven track record of success. I will not tell you how up to date I have been in the transfer portal era of St. Mary's, and what he's done there, but he's put together really good teams with a lot of talent. I have no doubt that he'll be able to do that here.
Winning teams. Right?
Yes.
Winning teams. Not just like somebody that
Tournament
can
teams.
put together a roster,
Ranked
but somebody
teams.
that for nearly 50% of the time that he was at St. Mary's, this team was going to the NCAA tournament, right? ASU has never, not once, had a men's basketball coach that could churn out a stat like that and get his team, this program, to the big dance at a regular rate. So I think at this point, it more so is just like it's a wait and see. It is, let's let Randy kind of cook here for a second. What can he kind of build? And then you got to almost have a little bit more faith that this could work out versus what you'd have if Bobby was still here building the roster, because they'd build a roster and then it was just dysfunctional basketball for the majority of it. At least that's what
Randy Bennett will be judged once this team starts playing basketball.
Exactly.
Like, he's going to get a grace period as far as what kind of talent you get, because let's just see how you coach.
Yeah.
Right?
And in theory, he should have a larger talent pool at Arizona State than he did at St. Mary's.
Yeah, you'd think, right? You're also competing against other Big 12 schools instead of, other schools in a much smaller dying conference.
Yeah, but St. Mary's was still competing with like Gonzaga and some of those other schools for those types
Pretty
of
much
players.
just Gonzaga.
Yeah, but I'm sure there were P4 teams.
No, I hear you. I guess I'm personally setting my expectations slightly lower, just through the portal cycle.
Yeah.
And then I want to just see him coach, and we'll go from there.
But you're excited.
Yeah. How could you not be?
I mean, there's probably a couple.
Okay, you don't have to
ways.
actually.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Look, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. We're going to be talking ASU football on the other side of our first break. There are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs. Everybody needs a checking account, but you want one that's got those built-in benefits and perks just for you. So of course, we're talking about Mountain America Credit Union's My Style checking account. But what about those perks? What about those benefits just for you? Well, with MACU's My Style checking account, you guys can enjoy mobile phone protection, telehealth access, identity protection, restaurant deals, loan rate discounts, and of course, my personal favorite, the offers on travel and events. But that is not all. There's so much more. Make sure you visit macu.com/mystyle to apply. And if you're somebody that supports those Arizona State Sun Devils and you want your credit union to do the same, well, you are in luck, because it's exactly what Mountain America Credit Union does. They're home to Kenny Dillingham's Arizona State Sun Devils. Make My Style your lifestyle over at Mountain America Credit Union, insured by NCUA, membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration/activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
There are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs. And we all want and need pure edibles. Founded in Arizona, available in 130 dispensaries statewide, and of course, founded by 3 ASU alumni. It is no surprise that Pure Edibles are the most innovative edibles in the game. They're not just covered in sugar like all their competitors. Pure is a full-fledged candy company offering gummies, kicks, which are their version of Starbursts, chews, and hard candies as well. But the most innovative part is that Pure has the effects clearly listed on every single tin. So no more indica sativa hybrid, and even though they use those things, it's now sleepy, it's uplifted, it's relaxed, it's balanced. You know how you're going to feel. Plus, Pure gummies are designed to be ripped or bit in half, making them easily shareable or easy to dial in your exact dose. So if you're going to take some edibles, make sure they're Pure Edibles. Go find yourself some Pure Edibles products from one of the over 130 dispensaries across Arizona.
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review, and get ready for an amazing 2026 NFL draft with our friends here at PHNX, specifically the PHNX Cardinal Show, because
They're nominated for best podcast in the Valley.
let's just can we just give it
show.
to them? Can we just say they're the best?
I will say it.
They're the best podcast.
Should we? Okay. They are the PHNX Sun Devils best podcast in the Valley award, but we're not allowed to give it to ourselves.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
Noah
any
works
other,
on
or
both
any other,
shows.
or any other shows that I'm on.
Noah works on both shows here. So
Hello.
Hi, Noah.
who would you
Hi.
give the award to, Noah?
Myself.
Yeah, honestly,
You deserve it.
yeah, no, you absolutely deserve it. But getting back to what I was trying to tell you, go to Gila River Resorts and Casinos for the PHNX Cardinals watch party. It's a draft party Friday, April 24th at 5. That is night 2. This is the first time we're doing not just day 1, but also evening 2. It's over at day 1 is at Wild Horse Pass in the upper deck, and then day 2 is over at Santan Mountain. What's that ticket gonna include, Senor Rubis?
Oh, just a little bit of everything. Of course, entrance to the upper deck kitchen and bar, food entree from select menu per attendee, discounted pre-purchase drink tickets, which are optional, exclusive PHNX merch, raffle tickets for giveaways and private prizes, and immaculate vibes of the
Wow.
PHNX Cardinals crew.
You gonna be there, Noah?
Yeah.
I think he has to be there.
I will.
I mean,
Noah will drink a beer with you, or 5,
I will. Yeah.
or 10.
I'll probably be pretty busy, but you just put the beer, like, you hold it in front of my mouth, and then
Like a hamster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
We should get you one of those, like, for when you're producing, where you could just like go over and like drink a little beer,
That'd be
like the hamster.
fire. With the beer would have to be cooled though. I don't want warm.
you don't want
room temp-
lukewarm
nah,
beer.
nah.
Has that ever stopped you before?
In college it didn't, but now
Now it would.
no.
Now you're an adult.
Yeah,
Now
you're an adult. You
Yeah.
only get drunk.
I
on cold
only
beer.
drink cold beer now.
Yes.
Well, no, it's valid. I think that's
That's
understandable.
fair.
You gotta have standards, right? You gotta draw
Yeah.
a line in the sand somewhere.
Yeah,
That's where he's drawing the line. The line.
the lion.
The lion.
I bet
Yeah.
Noah could draw a lion.
I don't think.
No,
he could draw a
I'm
line.
horrible at animals. I can draw everything else.
He's great at drawing everything else.
No, I've seen him. I've seen him paint. I've seen his painting.
You paint? Let's do this later. ASU football, 10 practices now down. Spring football, Eric. We only have a handful left before I just get really sad.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
I'm gonna get really depressed again.
You're just gonna go stand out in the field like this. Just
Well, this is my life, right? Is when let's start January. January, unless they're in the playoff, I'm sad. February,
Transfer portal.
sad. Huh?
transfer portal.
You're right. Transfer portal. January, the first 2 weeks of January, I'm good. The end of January, super, super sad.
Yeah.
All of February, super sad. March comes around, spring football starts. Yay!
Yay, Tochi!
Then you get through about mid-April.
You're
Tochi's-
sad again.
Well, I'm still happy because you still have the end of spring football.
Yeah.
Then you get the draft at the end of April.
Mm.
I'm juiced. Then I'm just sad till August. Like all summer, I'm just moping around. Like people try and throw me basketballs, baseballs. I don't even try and catch them. They just hit me in the face. I'm like, I'm just so sad.
Wow.
Yeah. But then you get to August, and then it's
Morgan State.
time. Then it's time. But look, I was pumped because Arizona State was at practice today, had practice today. Kenny was pumped about the Sun Devils practice today, but maybe not so pumped at the way the Arizona State defense wrapped up practice.
Yeah, really good days by the defense. You know, like I told him, that was like a game because played out last 3 minutes and 34 seconds or whatever. And defense won all day, other than a few periods. And then the last drive, 2-minute drill to end the game. We jump off sides, give the team a fade, catch the ball, lose the game. Doesn't matter if you lose 7-3 or 47-40, right? You got to win the game in the biggest moments. Offense did that today, defense did not. That's simple.
It's funny because the defense had a good day today. They had a really good day on Tuesday as well, but they did end practice on a rough one. Mikey Keene led a game-winning drive down the field, get into the red zone, and like Kenny said, there was about between 15 and 30 seconds left on the goal line. Mikey Keene throws probably a 3-yard fade, goal line fade to Reed Harris, and he catches it, touchdown. There's a flag initially because defense jumped off sides, and then the ref throws a flag on a push-off on Reed, calling offensive pass interference. And something I've never seen in practice before is the refs come up to each other, talk it out. They pick up the flag. They wave off the offensive pass interference flag. Touchdown. Offense goes crazy. Defense is like, what just happened? We got called for offsides.
The refs wanted to make it the ref show.
It was.
Come on,
I had
man.
never seen that before. And they
Come
ended
on,
practice
man.
on that. They
Come
ended
on.
practice on that if you're the defense. That sucks.
Leave it to the refs,
But
man.
it was, I would say, a solid practice. Arizona State has definitely turned up the intensity over the last 5 practices. Specifically, it was another chippy day, a couple fights out there again. And again, there's just an energy and a passion right now around this team that we didn't really get to see a lot of the fire from this group last year, or just the group that was at hand in 2025. I feel like we've already seen so much more juice out of this team at this point in time, especially from some key positions. I tweeted it out. Owen Long, man, he's a force to be reckoned with. He drops Kamari Anderson across the middle today in team tempo early on in practice. Now, I will say Kamari hung on to it. So that's a win, right? That's what you need to do if you're going to take the hit anyways. But the middle of the field, I think it's very clear if it wasn't before today, Owen Long owns about a 10-yard box right behind the defensive line for Arizona State. Anybody who enters that box is at risk of probably
Death.
an early grave, to say the least. Because
Like
now
I was asking Ghost Rouser to do against NAU.
Yeah, this is multiple practices now over the last
legal.
3. Yeah, it was legal. Now
But-
it was legal.
But it was nasty.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted Ghost Rouser to do.
You wanted to get in illegal and nasty, man.
That's what we asked Ghost Rouser to do against NAU. Legally hit someone, but make it nasty.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he did. That's what Owen did today. He was legal.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Owen, would you say that Owen has a chance to be the best player on the defense?
He is the best player. He could be the best player on the team.
Yeah.
I think he's that talented at linebacker. He is all over the field. He's got great instincts. He's not necessarily the biggest guy in the world, but again, when you're dropping 6'5", 250-pound tight ends across the middle, I don't think it matters how big you are. He packs a punch. He's like an angry linebacker, dude. Like, he plays angry, right? Which is what you need to do. You need your linebackers they need to have a circuit maybe blown a little bit. They need to have some wires crossed that necessarily aren't.
Yeah.
If you're going to be, a vicious linebacker, and he is, this linebacker room is just gross. And it has been that all spring ball. Last couple of practices, Iris had a sack today, went nuts in team period. And Owen and just some of these guys, it's been awesome to see. But on the flip side, the ASU offense feels like it's starting to get in a little bit more of a cohesive rhythm, which is nice to see.
Why do you think that is?
I think the quarterbacks are just getting a little bit more comfortable. I think Jake Fetty has looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I think he's been the best freshman quarterback that I've seen at Arizona State through 2.5 weeks of spring football.
Good enough to be in a conversation?
I mean, we can have a conversation. I think there's still a little bit of a ways to go for him to be considered a guy that can start day one at ASU, especially given the fact that it's not like he has gotten better and everybody else has gotten worse. That hasn't been the case. I think he's gotten a little bit better. I think Cutter has gotten a lot more consistent over the last several days, which is big, especially considering Cutter had probably a rocky start to spring football. But that's kind of expected. New scheme, new system. Hell, you live in a new state.
Yeah.
You're somebody that was.
You're
from Kentucky. You know. What I mean? Like,
you don't have a bozo calling plays. So
Exactly.
That's probably something to adjust to.
You got some new flashy wide receivers, right? So I think that played a big part in it, and he certainly looks a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more in rhythm. And some of his passes, man, he's got a hell of an arm. He just zips those in there. And I was really impressed with what Cutter and Fetty did today, but realistically what those two have done over the last couple of days. The other quarterbacks, they've had their moments, highs, lows, but I think those two got to be the topics of conversation as it relates to the offense's improvement and the kind of the development of the quarterbacks to this point in time.
What about the offensive line?
The offensive line, man, is such a weird group.
Why?
Because there's so much athleticism and versatility that the offensive line is still probably the unit that's the biggest question mark. Not in terms of like, can they do it? More so the question around who's going to be up front, right? The other day I said you had Jalen Clem at left tackle, you had Mackay at left guard, you had Makua at center, you had I'm blanking on who. You had Wade Helton at right guard, and you had Luke Beklenko at right tackle. Today it was completely different. You had Champ working on the left side of the offense with one of the teams. You had Clem working on the right side. They had flipped Baklenko. Like these tackles specifically are working all over the offensive line. Jermaine Mitchell's back out there. He's padded up, so it's nice to see him in team period and 11-on-11s again. So this tackle room, I think, still has a little bit of a ways to go in terms of figuring out who is going to be the starter. But I think that's good that you have that high level of competition to this point at some key positions at left tackle and at right tackle. Now, the interior of the offensive line, I think, is the biggest, maybe not the biggest, but it's going to be a little bit of a head scratcher for me because you bring in Tana, who, if I had to guess right now, is probably your day one starting center.
Okay.
Right, the Georgia Tech transfer. I think Mackay is probably your starting left guard. I think right guard is up for debate. I think there is going to be some of the poly guys definitely competing at a high level to start at right guard. I think Wade Helton fits more as potentially a rotational guy just because he is so versatile. Right, you can have him play center. You can have him play guard. Makua is another interesting one, right? Got reps last year. Could he start at center? I think there's a conversation to be had. Is he a better fit at guard? But realistically, I would say every spot on the offensive line is still, it's open season to try and find a starter to fill that void. But there are definitely some favorites, I think, at key positions on that O-line, though.
One thing we know for sure is that 1 week before the season, there's going to be a big change.
I hope not. Can we not have a...
It worked 1 year, and then it didn't.
I just don't want to do it again. I don't want to go through the entire spring, the entire fall, and you have an offensive line.
But if it consistently changes all the time, then changing it a week before the season doesn't really matter.
You can't move your center like that. You can't
No, I know.
mess around the way that they did that last year. And again, I get it was... something
unique circumstances.
Yeah, it was, especially considering your best returning offensive lineman was primarily a guard. You wanted to move him at center. Some people feel like they can out scheme the guard position to where it's maybe a little less important. But yeah, the offensive line is going to be, I think it's going to be an improved group. If I'm being honest with you, I think the offensive line is going to perform better this year than they did last year, even though Max Honachor was on last year's group, or on last year's offensive line. If I had to give you somebody that I think is doing a great job, I love Jalen Clem. I've been really impressed with Jalen Clem, and just his story, everything that he's kind of gone through.
And Jalen also, like, when he was in Washington, was a part of the best offensive line in the country.
Yeah.
So like he's got some pedigree.
Yeah, he does. And he is kind of added back that weight that he lost last year. Again, dealing with a medical situation, so that's really why he missed so much time 2 years ago after transferring from Washington. Last year, at a certain point, he kind of worked his way back in, and then this year, I think he's been maybe the vocal leader of this offensive line. Really, really getting after some of these younger guys in individuals and team periods, just holding them accountable, which is what you want, what you need on the offensive line. Especially from somebody that's played so much college football. Wes BZ says Champ wants that left tackle spot, told him it's hard work. Yeah, that left tackle spot is going to go to probably your best offensive lineman. So I think Champ has looked good. I'm very curious, again, to see how this competition plays out, because at this point in time, it is probably the most heated competition for Arizona State thus far is who's going to be starting at left and right tackle for Arizona State. And you know how just damn important that's going to be to the success of this offense in 2026.
You talk about moving guys around. So we're going to talk about another guy who's moving around on the other side of this. There are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs. And I want to be cool during the summer, but I need to save as much money as possible. That's where our friends over at APS come into play, because we all have to pay for energy. If you've lived in Arizona long enough, you know that around these summer months, that energy bill goes up. But APS is here to help you with that with a couple different options. They have rate plan options, which allows you to look back at your last couple of months of spending and see how much you would have spent on different plans. And then you can choose the plan that best suits your energy usage. Or you can do my favorite, which is budget billing, which takes your payment out, averages over the year, and you pay around the same amount every month so that you can help budget and save in a world where budgeting and saving is the most important thing right now.
Thanks.
You don't have to be surprised by your energy bill. You know about what you're going to be paying, and now you can save up for a car, for a down payment, or hell, even for groceries at this point. Find all your options to manage your bill at aps.com/letstalk. That's managing your bill at aps.com/letstalk. Let's talk.
Look, there are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs.
Yes.
Of course, everybody wants a brand spanking new hat, and you need one that's comfortable and affordable, and that's exactly what you're going to get with our friends over at Branded Bills. Whether you need snapbacks, truckers, fitteds, beanies, or tees, Branded Bills, they've got you covered with performance and style. And if you have found yourself out in Tempe at an Arizona State sporting event recently, whether it's a softball game, a baseball game, a football game, basketball game, it does not matter. You see Sun Devil fans sporting those Branded Bills hats, and they're not all wearing the same one. It feels like everyone has something different because Branded Bills, they have so many different options when it comes to Valley sports hats, specifically Arizona State. Whether you want the iced out Sparky one, whether you want the Sun Angel Collective hat, the list goes on and on and on of amazing Branded Bills hats. Make sure you head to brandedbills.com and use code BBPHNX for 15% off your first order. You know what to do. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Raul in the chat with a very interesting comment on Randy Bennett saying that the health situation is embarrassing. I've said it for years. Crow sucks. I'm
Not
confused.
really something in control.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I would argue they got the best guy for the job. They got their guy, the guy they wanted to get, which is something that Arizona State has actually been very good at recently, is getting the coaches that they want to hire and bringing them here and doing a solid job. Health thing is kind of, it was unforeseen. They're getting it taken care of. It sounds like it's trending in a very good direction. To say the health situation is embarrassing, I think it's honestly kind of embarrassing that comment.
Yeah.
If we're being completely honest, I don't really understand how a health situation could be embarrassing. But I digress on that. Getting back to football, players moving around. I think, of course, the one player that everybody has really been like just begging to talk to at this point in time is Clayton Smith, because he moved, of course, from edge rusher to wide receiver and then back to edge rusher, which wasn't necessarily something, we didn't see a lot of people thinking that this was going to be something that he did going into the season, his final year, making a position switch. But once that was kind of announced, it did sound like it was going to be maybe a little gimmicky, maybe something where it's special packages, special situations. You saw Clayton Smith work at wide receiver, and we did finally get a chop it up with Clayton Smith today, and this is what he had to say about coming back to ASU, of course, for one final season, and then, of course, just going back from offense to defense to back to defense.
Man, it's been a dream come true. I've been dreaming about doing this as a little kid. It's great to obviously get another year, get another opportunity to run it back with my guys, my coaches. It's been fun. Dilly said he wanted me to go over offense, learn the playbook just in case. And that's what I did. It was fun, Couldn't stay too long. I didn't want nobody thinking I was going to take this spot. It's a real competitive receiver room. But no, it was a great opportunity to get closer to that side of the ball as well, and then come back and be able to come back and lead and be able to relate to both sides of the ball.
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. What do you think? Yeah, what do you
Just in case. Do you think? Okay.
No.
Hold up.
The answer is no.
Over under 0.5 snaps on offense.
Over.
For Clayton Smith.
Over
Under 4.5 snaps on offense for Clayton.
All
Smith.
year?
All year.
Over
under 9.5.
Under.
Okay,
yeah.
so like
6
or 7.
Like like 5 snaps maybe.
Yeah.
I don't see it getting to be more than that, if we're being honest. Again, I think we've had the conversation of like, what would you ask Clayton to do that Reed can't do? Somebody that is a primary, wide receiver, somebody that is one of the best, I would argue, in this conference. And no disrespect to Clayton, he played wide receiver in high school, but you've been playing edge rusher. And again, I think the move back to edge rusher was more so based around the fact that they felt like they wanted him back on the edge.
Yeah.
The mentality that he brings, he's a very vocal player in terms of just John at the other team, even today, John at the offensive guys. So he brings a level of swag to him that I don't think the defensive line really had. Previously without him, if we're being honest. So
I think he scores a touchdown this year.
You think he scores a
I think he
touchdown
scores a
this year?
touchdown this year.
I mean,
If he has 5 snaps on offense, I'd say all 5 of them are going to be in the red zone.
do we want to make a wager?
No, but we could do something fun if he scores a touchdown.
That's what a wager is. It's fun.
But like, I don't want to like bet like I don't know like I don't want to like give you money.
When have we ever bet money, Eric?
Well, we haven't because I've said no.
Okay, well, let's bet something else.
Like what?
We bet a Four Loco earlier, right?
Yeah, but I don't even know if we're going to be able to figure that out because
We'll find
polls
a
on
way.
Twitter don't work anymore.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way to make
So
it.
what? So if Clayton Smith scores a touchdown this year,
For every touchdown Clayton Smith scores.
wait, what? I'm confused. Is this between me and you, or
Yeah.
this is both of us do something if he scores?
No. It's me versus you. If he
Okay, I'm
scores-
just saying he scores 1, not
Yeah.
multiple.
Okay.
So I feel like if he scores 1, I win.
Well, I was going to say for every touchdown he scores, like Z-Man says, 1 shot on the spot or on the show, on the postgame show, 1 shot for every touchdown he scores.
That should be a both of us thing.
No, for
Why
every,
would I do?
for
Why
every snap that he's in and doesn't score, it's a shot for you.
No, wait, no.
Why
what? No.
He's not going to play that
No.
many snaps on
No,
offense.
No.
Why not?
No, then if he scores, you have to do like 3 shots.
3 shots? What are we talking
that's
about?
like, dude, that's like
He's only going to
you're
play
acting
5
like
snaps. You
you're
just said
acting
every
like-
single snap's going to
you're
be in the
acting
red
like
zone.
it's a 50-50 chance. Like
You
we're
just said
flipping
every
a coin.
snap's going to be in the red zone.
Yeah, but like we're flipping a coin every time that Clayton Smith is on the field and doesn't score a touchdown to take a shot. No, those odds are that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous bet.
What do you think, though?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
did the scuba. We'll talk about it. Let's figure out this Four Loco crap first.
Yeah, we can
No
figure
free
out
ads.
that for it. we can figure out that later. Now it is a free ad at this point in time. I also don't know if it's considered an ad at you can get
Yeah,
it at
it's
Circle
fair.
K, right? You can get those at Circle K.
Yeah.
An unnamed alcoholic
Yeah.
beverage that'll smack you in the face.
You
can
can't-
get a
No,
bunch
it's like, yeah, you can get those at Circle K.
You can get
yeah,
those at
you
Circle
can
K.
confirm that you
When's the
get
last
those.
time you had a Four Loco, Noah?
5 months ago.
I'm about to say
Maybe
5
3.
months ago?
3 to 4 months ago.
So New Year's ish.
Around that time.
Why?
Don't worry about it. I did a.
I am worried about it.
I did-
Actually, I'm very worried that you had a Four Loco.
I did a tall boy roulette with someone who shall not be named, and
Ah.
I was like, I'm getting a Four Loco for sure.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's violent.
I
The
didn't-
Green M&M says, take a shot every offensive snap Clayton Smith doesn't take. Okay. Okay.
Those watch alongs, man.
Yeah, they will be short. There may not be more than one.
It's the end of the first possession. Just
It's like a 12-play,
We're just
8-minute
throwing up.
drive. Yeah, at that point, yeah. I don't think we would be
they
able
hand
to
it off
hold
for
anything
another
else
3-yard run from David Abbott, and I'm just throwing up.
Dude, those running backs, it's funny you bring up the running backs because the running back competition, I feel like the further into spring ball we get, the more confident I feel like Kyson Brown is going to be
Running back
RB1.
one. Which kind of makes
It
sense.
does. It doesn't even kind of make sense. It makes complete sense, right?
Yeah.
Like he's been here the longest. He was supposed to be the starter last
Yeah.
year before he went down. He's healthy now. He's running hard. He's physical. He gets the system. He gets the offense. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's good in pass pro. Like he could do everything that you want your running back to do. I think it makes the most sense for him to be the guy. And I feel like it is going to be. You are going to see Gillis. I think you are going to see Abbott. You're probably going to see Man. Just because Man can kind of do what the others can't in terms of like the third down scat kind of back.
Mhm.
So I would expect to see him similar to what we saw last season, maybe less in terms of snaps. But I do think it's going to be an uphill battle at this point for the other backs to chase Kyson, to get that RB1 spot, which I didn't think I'd be saying 10 practices in the spring.
Good for Kyson. Excited for Kyson. He's got all the tools.
He does.
He has all the tools to be a very effective running back. And if that is who Sean Aguano selects to be running back 1, then I have full faith that we're going to have a near 1,000-yard season from Kyson Brown.
Yeah, if he's fully healthy, I would expect a 1,000-yard season. 1,000-yard season. How many 1,000-yard receivers? Just one? You think you get 2?
No.
No, you don't think you get 2,000-yard receivers.
No. I think you get 1.
Let's play that game. You wanted to play over under with Clayton Smith. Let me chip it to you. Okay. I'm gonna be sure to clip this when everything hits. Okay. Kyson Brown over under 1,100 rushing yards on the season.
Kyson?
Yeah.
Under.
Under 1,100.
Yeah.
Okay. Kyson Brown, over, under 8 rushing touchdowns.
Over.
Over. Okay. Omarion Miller, over, under 1,000 yards.
Over.
Over, under 60 catches.
Push.
60 on the nose.
Yeah, 60 on the nose.
60 catches,
60 on the
1,000
nose.
yards, over,
Write this
under
down.
8 touchdowns.
For Omarion, push.
8 on the nose. Okay. Reed Harris, over, under 60 catches.
Under.
Over, under 1,000 yards.
Under.
Over, under 8 touchdowns.
Over.
Over. Over, under 10 touchdowns.
Over.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's going to be a freak. Owen Long, over, under 100.
Where's Riven?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Over, under 100 tackles.
Over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over, under 110
Over.
tackles.
Over.
You're taking the
Over,
you're taking the
over.
I love it.
How many did Keyshawn have last year?
I think he was close to 100. I could be totally making that up.
Because Owen Long had how many tackles last year? I know he led Colorado State. He might have led his
He led the NCAA.
Yeah, he might have the country.
He led
So,
everybody in
98 tackles for Keyshawn Elliott last year.
I think Owen Long had close to 140, maybe more. I think.
He had 151 tackles.
Yeah, unreal.
58 solo, 93 assisted.
He's all over the field, dude.
Dude,
He's a menace.
151 on a crap team too.
Yeah. Colorado State sucks. It's okay. Go Rams, right? That's what they are. Right? Something like that. Yeah.
I think Owen Long, he won't get 151, but I think
150.
he's 125.
Which would be the most ASU's had in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I wonder what we're just ripping most tackles.
That is
in
what we do
ASU.
here on the podcast.
Single
right? You hit that
season
like button, you hit the
history.
subscribe button. See if we could find the single season tackle record for ASU. Z-Man says 200 tackles, calling it now. Look, we're going to wrap up this conversation with ASU football and get straight into a snake draft on the other side of our final break.
There are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs. And if you want to remodel your home, or maybe you're a contractor and you need to go and get yourself some materials, you have to go to the Window Depot. Because the Window Depot is way more than just a window store. And of course, now they're introducing flooring at all their locations. It's perfect for transforming your space and built to handle everyday life. They have everything over at the Window Depot. They have windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, vanities, and more in stock and ready for pickup. Serving Arizona since 2002, and they started with just windows, but as I said, they have gone way more than that. They have the best price and the biggest inventory, and of course, now they have 8 locations with windows proudly manufactured here in Arizona. Contractors and homeowners love the Window Depot. If you just got a little passion project, you'll love the Window Depot. Shop online, pick up in store, browse and order directly at thewindowdepot.com with real-time access to in-stock products at your nearest location. Get what you need when you need it at the Window Depot.
Look, you've been following along. There are two things in this world, okay?
Yeah.
There are wants and there are needs. Everybody wants to have their voices heard, and us right here at PHNX, well, we need to hear your voice, because if you're a regular viewer or a listener of the PHNX Sun Devil Show, or really any PHNX show, we want to hear from you guys. Take a short survey. Let us know what you love and how we can be better. And of course, you're going to have the chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Obviously, if you're a follower of the PHNX Sun Devil Show, then we already know you're someone with great taste and impeccable judgment. Just head to gophnx.com/survey to get signed up. And if you're watching us, you guys can scan the QR code right there up on the screen. It takes about 3 minutes tops, and your feedback is going to help shape what we do around here. We all know that you wish Arizona State athletics would do the same thing and listen to your feedback, and that's exactly what we're doing right here. Again, everyone who completes the survey is going to be entered to win a $100 Amazon
That's a want
gift
and
card.
a need.
Facts. Just take the survey today. Scan the QR code on the screen or head to gophnx.com/survey. That's gophnx.com/survey.
There are two things in this world. There are wants and there are needs, and we want you to hit that like button because we need it to keep these lights on here. Thank you all for watching. The number, by the way, is 172.
I don't think Owen Long hits $172.
Mark Tingstad. In 1988, you remember Mark?
Yeah.
172 total tackles. In second place, Joey.
Oh, that Mark.
Joey Lumpkin, you remember Joey?
Yeah.
158 tackles, that was in 1980. Jimmy Williams has 153 tackles in 1982. That rounds out the top three. I do not believe that Owen Long will be in the top three, considering that his college leading season last year was 151. That would not have even put him in the top three single season Arizona State all time. Now, all of those were in the 80s.
That's
so
a challenge, Owen.
all of the
That's
top
a challenge.
6 are from the 80s or before.
Wes Beasy bringing it up. Yeah, it came down to Arizona State and Indiana for Owen Long. So he could have gone to the national champions, or he could have gone to Arizona State, and he chose Arizona State, and I think that was the right move.
Yes.
Definitely for Sun Devil fans. Before we get into our snake draft, I ranted about this earlier in the week, and Kenny Dillingham had been asked about it today at practice. The complete asinine question around Jordyn Tyson's toughness and his durability. And Kenny, I mean, he shut it down immediately. That's what he had to say about Jordyn Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, that dude didn't miss practice. That dude came out, I think, the first year here, which was the 2024 team. He played our entire regular season until the second half, didn't miss practice, was moved around the entire field. I think he's led the country in targets for 2 straight years. So, yeah, I'm not really worried about his durability. I'm not worried about his toughness. That kid's extremely tough. People don't know he's played with stitches in his hand that people don't know about. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, because he's tough. Like, he is a kid. He's going to block you. Go put on the tape. Like, he's a football player you want to have on your team. Like, that is a guy that is going to be the face of an organization.
Happens every single year, man. Every single year, it's just like, what if I give out the worst possible take that's ever been given in existence about a draft prospect? Yeah. Every single year. And this year, it just so happened to be about Jordyn Tyson.
It's just stupid.
I mean, he literally hurt his hamstring, went back out there and finished the game.
Yeah.
And iced the game. Like, what do you want?
And scored and did a hammy celly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, in retrospect, maybe.
No, that's perfect. It's a perfect celly. That's a perfect celly, man.
Come on, but that's not a toughness.
perfect.
It's not a toughness question. It's never been a toughness
Never been a
question.
toughness question.
I mean, this dude's been through so much in his life, man. Like, if the guy, I honestly forget who even said the toughness.
Daniel Jeremiah.
Of course, it was Daniel Jeremiah. Actually, I have nothing against him except for this, but that's pretty stupid.
He said, "Of course."
Yeah,
no, Daniel's here.
That
DJ guy.
If Daniel Jeremiah had something happen to his leg in the same way that Jordyn Tyson's,
are you threatening him?
No, I would.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, if Daniel Jeremiah were to experience what Jordyn Tyson had to experience when it came to his leg injury, Daniel Jeremiah would stop reporting on football.
Yeah.
Let alone end up going back to play football and be athletic. He'd probably have to amputate his leg off because he's not ready.
DJ, he did play college football. He was a quarterback at Appalachian State way back in the day.
I don't care. It's a stupid
You're
take.
threatening him.
I'm not threatening him. I'm just saying, to call somebody who's gone through what Jordyn Tyson has gone through not tough is
Eric's hitting DJ with
insane.
let's see how tough you are, buddy.
Yeah, right. You know what? I'll fight Daniel Jeremiah.
Okay.
I'll fight him.
I mean, there we go. We've moved on from celebrity fights.
I'll fight Daniel Jeremiah.
To media squabbles.
Are we surprised that hasn't happened yet?
A media squabble?
Yeah.
There was kind of a media squabble out of practice today, honestly. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but there was definitely some jawing going back and forth. Some moved tripods. From
that was my spot. I was here first.
Yeah. And then you get some local TV peeps come in. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
We'll be talking about that.
We will.
We're snake drafting media members. We're snake drafting media members. We would take in a fight.
Oh man. Well, let's dive into our weekly snake draft here. Rubus told you off rip that Elon's really fucked up the whole Twitter poll thing lately. Yeah. So it's been difficult to actually get votes on these like you could have been voting, but the votes aren't like calculating. So we're going to find a way to get all of the polls that we've done. We've done 2 so far out there. And again, we'll still have our 4 loco bet once we're able to get these out there for you. So we are going to do another snake draft today. Noah, what are we snake drafting today?
Today, we are snake drafting video game systems.
Okay.
Nice.
And to be clear, you can draft like PlayStation, but you got to be specific with what you're drafting.
Yes.
Okay.
specific gaming systems.
That makes sense.
Also, a computer doesn't count. Like
No console.
can't do PC.
Okay.
Can't just say like a PC.
Noah hates PC.
Noah hates PC.
Okay, so how do we decide who goes first?
Who went? What was the order last time? I
think
went third. I think last
Yeah,
time.
I think it's.
I think you
I
went.
think I went.
You went first.
first.
You went second. Went third. Do you want to just keep that format
No.
again? No. You want to swap it up?
Let's go in the order of what's on screen. We'll
Totri.
go Totri,
Okay.
Eric, then me.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so the number one gaming. This is tough, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess there probably is.
Tell you what, a lot of good choices still.
There's
on the
so
board.
many great choices on the
Yeah.
board. But like, do I draft for me?
Yeah. That's the thing is there's so many and like everybody's played a lot.
If
of
I'm
them.
drafting for me, give me the GameCube.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I
that
love it.
was
I
good.
love it. I love it.
That was by far the most fun I think I've
yeah,
ever
dude.
had.
GameCube rips.
Gaming. GameCube is
GameCube
just
rips
incredible.
for sure.
So that's where I'm going. I don't know if it's the consensus 1-1 in this draft, but GameCube was my favorite console.
Yeah. Who are you, Tempe Tom? Who are you? We're gonna close the comments.
Who
but
are you?
Who are you? How do you know that? Who are you? I'll look back at the comments in a second because we can't spoil the snake draft. Okay, so a lot of good choices still on the board here.
Yeah. Not as good as GameCube.
I'm very happy that you went with GameCube.
Yeah.
Because
You seemed like it.
like I personally am just kind of like, okay, I
Eric,
I
are you
would draft
drafting
for me too.
trains? Are you drafting trains again?
Give me a private jet. The gaming system that I believe that I have like the most nostalgia to, I think I can get a little later. I think. So I'm gonna go with an Xbox 360.
Okay. OG Xbox.
Yeah,
360.
Xbox. I was gonna draft like I was a PlayStation guy growing up.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been, but I got an Xbox 360 like relatively recently.
Okay.
And I've been playing that, and it's pretty great. And I think some of the Xbox exclusive games are pretty great. So
Huge.
yeah, I here's the thing: is all of us are gonna get one of an Xbox, a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's just
going
how it's
to
gonna
happen,
go. Yeah.
Right. So that's where I'm rolling.
Where you going? No, you got back-to-back picks here.
I'm gonna go first pick. I'm gonna go with the PlayStation 2.
Okay, it's a good pick.
I have played PlayStation. I could not tell you what.
Oh really?
Like what? Yeah, I've never been a
Okay.
PlayStation guy.
Really?
It's just that wasn't what was in the house.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
it was always Xbox.
Okay.
So yeah.
I got that was my first like real gaming system, and I got it. I'm 25. I think I got it when I was 16. I didn't have video games
Oh
until
really?
I was
Wow.
16 years old.
Wow.
That's actually shocking.
My mom did a good job.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
I ruined myself.
I'm about to say,
And I went fully
real
into
tortoise
video
in the air
games.
situation
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
What do you got on the come around here, Noah?
I'm gonna go with the Wii.
Yes, that's a
Yeah.
good pick. Damn,
You're a
That's good
bastard.
pick.
That's
That's
what you
a-
are.
That's a good pick.
I mean the sports, the Wii Sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wii
the Wii
Sports
Sports
might
Resort.
be the greatest game ever made.
It's so good.
It is a great game.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
on the Wii.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
No, that's
100%.
valid. That's valid. All right, Eric, you're back up here.
The Wii was a good pick. I was hoping to get the Wii here.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want
when you said that, I was like, I knew.
No,
you
but
were
that
ta-
wasn't
Oh,
the
really?
one that I was thinking of.
Oh,
I did
okay.
want that in this round though. Give me the Nintendo DS.
Oh,
I
okay.
want a portable gaming system.
Yeah.
I'm a big Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
Personally, love me some Pokemon. Nintendo DS is like peak mobile gaming. So I will take the Nintendo DS.
I'm gonna go a step further and say it's almost peak because I'm gonna go ahead and take the Game Boy.
Yeah,
here.
that was the one I was
Dang.
hoping to get. later.
The Game Boy was
The
also
Game Boy is
elite.
awesome.
It was
Game
elite.
Boy. I still have my Game Boy.
Dude, it's so elite.
I still
Which
have
kind?
my Game Boy, and I still have a DS.
Which kind of Game Boy?
I have the. Oh, that's right. There's multiple Game Boys.
Is there multiple? I mean, I got.
Which one are you thinking of? I could tell you which one it is based off of your like the frame that you're thinking.
I mean, I'd have to
Is
look
it the
up
one
the-
that flips open?
Yeah, it's just the one that.
Okay,
well,
that's
it
the
flips
game-
up.
the Game Boy Advanced
Yeah.
SP is
Oh,
that.
you,
one.
you are a.
That's the one that I have.
You're- okay.
That's the one that I have.
Yeah, that with like the Kirby game.
Yeah,
the Kirby
oh,
game.
dude,
on
Kirby,
that was.
brother, don't even get me started. Don't even get me
The
started.
game was so
if I'm
elite,
spending
man.
money on anything in this current state of the world, it's on like video games from that.
Yeah,
era.
yeah,
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. Game Boy Advance is a good one.
Okay.
Here's a game guy, GameCube. Game Boy.
Give me at this point in time. I mean, I got my best. I got the ones I wanted.
Yeah.
At this point, so give me a PS5. I know it's
Yeah.
it's the newest version of a PlayStation, is it not?
It is, but like, there's not. I don't have one. I never felt the need.
I have one. I mean, to be fair, like Kevin was having this argument with me earlier when I brought up this topic, and he said PlayStation 5 is the best just because you can play every game on it, but it doesn't have like the feel of like playing some of the old games.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just because we're like older now.
Yeah.
We're not children.
I mean, what are you talking about? Noah's 25.
Yeah.
Noah's a little baby. Okay, so I'm back up here.
You are back up.
Lot of good choices.
You got a solid 1-2 punch here already.
I feel good. I feel good about it. I'm wondering if I should dip into my PlayStation bag because I have been a PlayStation guy.
I mean, Noah and I each have PlayStation, so you could probably.
I could probably wait. Unless you guys take another PlayStation, which I think would be weird. You guys are probably going to try to go with an Xbox at some point. I've got the DS. You know, give me the Switch. I'll take the Switch.
Wow, the Switch is a good one.
The Switch is also very versatile. They're coming out with a lot of old games on the Switch, so you could play some of those,
I didn't even think of
some of those Game Boy games. Good mobile gaming, lots of fun ones. Been around for a while. I don't have a Switch 2. I'm broke. But the Switch is
Hey,
is
everybody.
Switch is good.
yeah. Okay.
I think with my third pick here, I'm gonna go with the PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Yep. That's a
PS4.
good one.
Okay,
It's a good one.
that's the one that's widely considered the best. No,
I think 4 and 3 are considered the best. I think 2 has really good nostalgia though.
I think the problem with the 3 is it was buggy, very buggy machine.
Yeah, it's got the charm to it though. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like you and I played one of the old 2Ks on the
2K
PS3,
and we played.
it's just like it's got that charm to it.
It does. It does.
It does.
all right. So Noah's back up here again. Yeah.
Yep.
He's got the PlayStation 2. So he's got 2 PlayStations. So
I do.
Where do you go next?
I'm gonna go.
You'll never guess.
I'm gonna go with
PlayStation 3.
the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color. I also have a Game Boy Color. I got a lot of retro video games.
That was like the first thing that I ever had, but I never played it just because
Okay.
it didn't work. But as I got later in life, I fixed it.
Oh, nice. That's cool. All right. I'm gonna take the PlayStation 3 for my second to last pick here. I feel like I've got a good diverse team. So I'm feeling good with getting the PlayStation 3. I think PS4 is better. I would take the 3 over 2 and 5 though. But the PS4 is the one that I've definitely played the most.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the OG Xbox here.
Yeah,
The
I think it's a good.
OG
I think it's a good
Xbox,
pick. It's a good pick.
Nothing quite like ripping Halo
Yeah.
on that initial loading screen too. Even when you turned on the OG Xbox,
Yeah.
it's the vibes of it. Now, if you ever got the Circle of Death,
Yeah, that was on the 360 too.
it was over.
Yeah.
It was Joker.
Yeah.
It would just turn
It was
red.
completely over.
Yeah, it was done. Okay, I can go a couple different ways here with my last pick. And so you said, so I can't take like a gaming PC,
No.
like a specific gaming PC.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead here, and this may get some pushback.
Okay.
Give me the iPhone. The iPhone, in terms of gaming system,
okay.
has
I guess.
endless amounts of games.
Go off. I
Has
guess.
endless amounts of games.
Yeah. Sure.
Some of the OG best games.
Yeah.
Angry Birds, Candy Crush.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like,
I hear you.
counts as a gaming system.
It does.
It's an L.
Noah's upset about it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I feel like
Hey, you wouldn't let me take gaming PC, which is
there's
actually
no-
a gaming system.
there's no heart in that. You know?
I've got
There's no
I've got the
heart.
4 that I want. So it's iPhone is my walk on. It's the son of the coach. Like, it's just
Yeah.
gonna be on the team.
Fair enough, man.
I'll
Fair
take it. That's an answer.
I hear you. Like I hear what you're saying. There's no heart in it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Well,
that's-
show me a little heart and bring
Yeah,
bring
I've got
in your round out
couple
your team.
options here on the board. There's been a lot of iterations of the DS that are good. I do want a Game Boy, but I don't know if I would be like a fake because you guys took the 2 Game Boys that I've had, and there is another Game Boy.
You should
which
be
is-
taking Game Boy.
which is the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Which is like the wider one, which is pretty cool. Like I've never used it before though, so I don't know if like that's soulless of me to take that, even though I want a Game Boy. Could also take the PSP, which was ahead of its time.
Or the PS Vita.
The PS Vita.
Was that just like the DS? But
It was like the
a
handheld
one?
Yeah.
PlayStation one. Or you can go old school, right? Take the NES. You could take like some of these like older gaming systems, but again, I never really played on those. So what do I do? Give me the Give me the Game Boy Advance. Yeah,
Game Boy Advance.
Give me the Game Boy
So
Advance.
pandering.
I mean, no, I like all the Game Boy systems. I would use a Game Boy Advance. I just haven't bought one because you are taking the Game Boy Advanced SP. So we need to clarify that on yours. The Game Boy Advance is the wider one, I believe. Let me make sure. Let me make sure here.
Pretty sure the Game Boy Advance is what I
No, see, so this is the Advanced SP, and that's the Advance. I could take something else just for
no. Yeah,
that's the SP, and that's the.
I have both of them, so I'll take. I'll take.
You wanted the one that flipped
I want
open.
the one that flips.
Yeah. That's the best one.
That shit was fucking.
It's the best one.
Awesome.
The best.
Maybe the best gaming system of all time.
I don't disagree with you. It's very
incredible. I know your final pick here.
All right, I am going to go with the PSP.
Yeah, PSP's a good pick.
No iPad. Pick the iPad.
No, I'm not an iPad kid.
No.
Weirdly enough, these are...
You literally are. You are an iPad kid.
Outside of the PlayStation 3, these are all the three systems I've ever owned. So I'm happy with this list.
No, I'm happy with the group I got. You happy with yours?
Yeah, I'm happy.
You don't sound happy.
Yeah, no, I'm not thrilled. No, I'm.
Where did you go wrong?
I don't know. I don't know if I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I really wish Game Boy Advance SP fell to me. I think that's the one I feel dirty about.
I think you should have went Wii with that.
Yeah,
with that first pick. No, the first pick.
Yeah,
because Xbox 360. I feel like the Xboxes you could have.
No, because here's the thing with the 360, you can play the 360 games and the Xbox, like the OG Xbox games. You can get both of them. I should have. Yeah, I should have gotten.
Do we
Wii.
think Noah would have gone 360 in the first two rounds?
No,
so.
But it is like I think the 360 is
the best.
a very like
yeah.
it's the best Xbox.
I don't know if I would have known that Noah wouldn't have gone with the 360, then yeah, I would have taken the Wii because my ideal one too was 360 and then the Wii. But the DS is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, the DS rocks.
Yeah. We sound like a bunch of nerds right now.
I don't care.
This is gonna be up on social. PHNX _Sun Devils. Make sure you vote at the end of the summer.
Who are you, Tempe Tom?
Where the loser is going to be slamming a Four Loko and then doing a podcast. So we're going to see how that goes. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Drop a 5-star review on your way out. Again, follow the show, PHNX _Sun Devils on social, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can follow me at Anthony _Totri. You can follow Leche Larry here at Eric Ruby. That's Eric with a K. Don't worry about following Noah. He's already following you. Guys, we'll see you on Friday. In the meantime, go Devils. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.